Hello and welcome back to my channel where I love finding and creating budget decor. If you do too, then please subscribe. Today's video is part of the He Has Risen Easter Hop collaboration. We want to inspire you with some Easter decor, and one lucky person will be blessed with a $150 gift card. I'll explain how later on. My first project is something for the wall. Now I began with just some regular wooden clothespins. You can pick these up most anywhere. I got mine at Dollar General for $1 for 44, and I'm taking some of them apart just by twisting them. I'm going to form this wooden cross just by gluing those pieces flat sides together. And then I'm going to create two smaller crosses. Now with the larger cross I used 5 clothespins, the smaller ones used 1.5 clothespins. And you can see I'm overlapping those bottom pieces or the ends. I don't know how to describe them exactly. And then I put another piece across the top for the T part, like so. Now once I had them all together, I wanted to give them some stain color, but I usually use just acrylic paint and water in equal parts. Now this gets really sloppy, so you might want to cover your work area, but I just dab and smear and brush the paint all around. I don't mind if it runs or whatever, because it'll all come out great in the end. Once it dries a little bit, you'll want to come back and blot off the excess with a paper towel. Now, how to enter the drawing for the $150 gift card. Like and comment on all 8 videos in this hop. And that's it. Random drawing will be on Saturday, March the 27th. Now let's complete that first project. I'm taking a Dollar Tree frame 11 by 14, and I accidentally cracked the glass, but that's okay because I only need the frame. The only thing I need the backing for is to cut a template on some foam board that'll be going into the frame. Now don't worry if you've got some jagged edges, because it'll never be noticed. The frame will cover all that up. And this is a super lightweight piece of decor. I'm gluing this beautiful royal purple ribbon onto that larger cross that'll be in the center. And I'm using the frame vertically because I want to put some wording on the bottom. Now I'm just hot gluing all those wood pieces on. And then this is something that I made with my Cricut that says He is Risen. And I used purple vinyl for that as well. Now once I got that on, I wanted to put some flowers along the bottom. But first, I'll be creating a crown of thorns. It took a little bit to try to figure out how to do this, but the best way I found was just to form the circle and then go around and around with twine to hold those branches together. I know it's a little difficult to see here. I hope I explained it well enough for you, but it really turned out good in the end. See? I think it looks really nice. Now I'm gluing that at the top part of the larger cross. Like so. And now for the florals on the bottom. I'll be using some Easter lilies and some dogwood. And my camera cut off. Sorry about that, but you'll see in just a moment what I did. Now this is so lightweight, only thing I needed was a dab of hot glue and a piece of twine to hang it up. And there's the finished #1 project. Matthew 28:6. Here it is, just propped against the wall with some of my other Easter decor. Like I said, you could use this most anywhere because it's so light. Now for project #2, I'm going to be making something for the coffee bar. I picked up this wooden cross at Dollar General for $2, and I'm giving it some of that stain. Now this was a failed project that I'd painted with the Waverly chalk paint in ballet slipper, and I wasn't happy with how that Easter bunny looked, so I'm going to go over that with some sheet music. And can you see which song I chose? The Old Rugged Cross. I'm going to use some Mod Podge to stick that down, and I just used the gloss. It's not going to show because I'm only putting it on the back side. This is sort of a shadow box type frame, so it's going to be dimensional inside and out. You'll see what I mean. After I got that stuck down, I just glued another lily in there, and that used up all 5 of my lilies. I thought about putting some dogwood in as well, but it'll be hidden by the cross because I'm going to put it that away on the frame. But first I'm going to take out some of these dollar store letters and write Risen on the cross, and then glue it into place. I really love the dimensions of this. I think it looks really nice on the coffee bar too. Now for project #3, I'm going to do something small for my tiered tray. Now this is just Jenga blocks glued together side by side. I'm reusing the bunnies that my cats tore apart. Can't leave anything sitting around with them, but I'm just going to make them look like little books. They're painted with white chalk paint. I used some twine to hold them together, and then I took a permanent marker and wrote in small thin letters, "He is," on the top book, and "Risen" on the bottom faux book. I finished it off by gluing some of those loose dogwood blooms on the top. And this is how the little faux book stack looks on my tier tray. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'd like to say a big thank you to our host, Melissa Makes It DIY, and Simply Becky D. Now check descriptions of this video for the next video in the hop. And I hope you have a happy Easter.